Okay, so get this, guys. Cori Broadus, you know, Snoop Dogg's daughter, she is going to be a mom.
Oh.
Yeah, we've got like a whole stack of articles here. Not just like the baby news, but also some stuff about like Cori's music career and even a little bit
Yeah.
about, other celebrity kids and how we deal with, being a child of someone famous.
Sure.
You ready for a deep dive into all this?
I am so ready. Let's go. This is going to be good. It's
Right.
really interesting how this is like more than just a typical celebrity baby announcement. We're talking like a young woman, an artist, and how she's dealing with this huge life change. And then, with her family history, too.
You're so right. It's like easy to just focus on the whole Snoop Dogg's daughter thing.
Right.
But she's really made her own way in music.
Particularly.
She's got this like soulful R&B sound.
Yeah, it's cool.
Totally different from her dad. And she's been really open about how hard it was to grow up, with that last name.
Yeah.
Trying to find her own voice.
For sure. Yeah, and it really makes you think about how all that might affect how she'll be as a parent.
Yeah.
There are some articles here about other kids of famous people.
Oh, yeah.
Jaden Smith and Zoe Kravitz, and how they talk about figuring out who they are while still respecting their parents and what they've done,
Right. It's like a balancing act.
Exactly. It's a tough one.
Okay, so the big news. Cori and her fiancé, Wayne Deuce, they're having a baby girl.
Ah, that's great.
It wasn't planned.
Oh, wow.
Which, honestly, that happens to a lot of young couples,
Yeah, for sure.
famous or not.
It's real life. That's a really good point. The articles mention how Cori's been really open about it and positive about the pregnancy, even though, like you said, it wasn't part of the plan. It kind of goes against that whole idea that everything has to be perfect,
Especially for famous people.
Especially for them.
They're always supposed to have it all together.
Exactly.
And, and they just got engaged back in November last year.
Oh, that's right.
So this past year has been crazy for them.
Wow. Yeah.
Engagement, now baby. Makes you wonder
Yeah.
how they're handling it all.
Right. It's a lot to process.
Especially with everyone watching them.
That's true, yeah. It definitely makes you think about all the pressure they must be under.
Yeah.
We see all these articles just picking apart every little thing about celebrity pregnancies.
Yeah, it's the
It's
worry.
like, their baby names
Yeah.
and their parenting choices. It just adds another layer of stress to an already stressful time.
For sure. And speaking of timelines, one article said she found out she was pregnant back on October 28th.
Wow.
So she's about 4 months along now, deep into the second trimester.
It's such an exciting time.
It is. It's like
Yeah,
all this exciting changes,
Yeah.
starting to feel the baby kick.
totally. And, you can't help but think how their music might play into all of this.
Oh, for sure.
Will they sing to the baby? Will music be a big part of how they raise their child?
I love that.
It's interesting to think about how their creative sides might affect their parenting.
That's such a good point. It's so easy to just focus on all the dates
Yeah.
and who's who. But you're right. Their creativity probably has a huge influence on how they're going through all of this.
I think so.
And one thing I thought was really cool was that in one interview, Cori talked about how grateful she is
Oh, wow.
for this whole unexpected journey. It wasn't the plan,
Yeah.
but she's really embracing it.
That's awesome. I think that's really inspiring, especially because everyone's always telling you have to have it all figured out. It shows how strong she is and how well she adapts, especially being in the public eye like that.
Exactly. So what does all this mean? We've got a young couple, both artists,
Yeah.
about to become parents,
Mm.
and everyone's watching.
Yeah.
They're dealing with this huge life change with so much grace and excitement, all while dealing with what it's like to grow up.
Famous.
It's a lot.
It really is.
It really makes you think,
Oh.
will she try to keep her daughter
Mm-hmm.
away from some of the
Yeah.
negative parts of
Fame.
that she had to deal with?
Or will she kind of
Yeah.
embrace her dad's legacy and raise her daughter with a different view of fame?
That's a good question.
It's a tough one, right? There's no easy answer, but it will be so interesting to see how it all plays out.
I can't wait to see what happens.
Me too.
Expert